Hello and welcome back to Geek, Feng, Shui. Today we're going to introduce a game that got me into the Assassin's Creed franchise. I'm your host and game master, Bob Sellers Jr. Please consider subscribing to help the channel and liking the videos and set the bell accordingly for your want of notifications. Shout out to my friends over at Chaotic Good Brewing Company here in Casson, a great place to hang out with your family of all ages. They have some great entertainment, whether it's board games, card games, events such as trivia, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and yoga. But I will leave that up to you to figure out how to do yoga and combine it with drinking beer, but I digress. But it's a great place. They have food trucks, they have pizza, they have pretzels, and all kinds of soda, milk, and water other than beer in case you don't want to imbibe in the beer, which is very good beer, by the way. They have crowlers where you can take home to have their beer. They also carry it in the liquor store here. Check out breweries such as theirs in your area, and they do not reimburse me whatsoever for bringing them up, as I do in most every video, just to have an official sponsor to shout out that really isn't a sponsor. It's just a community service on my part for karma. So, Assassin's Creed Origins, or Odyssey, excuse me. Yeah, see, I just did Origins earlier. Odyssey is what got me into the Assassin's Creed universe, so to speak. And it was after I got a new computer, and I'd come out of playing different games such as Diablo and Tomb Raider, and I enjoyed it. I didn't quite understand the kerfluffle they had with all the people complaining about you could have a male or female character. Frankly, it doesn't bother me either way. I've played both. They're fun. The irony is that if you play one, the other is the bad person, vice versa. So there is that little bit of uniqueness there. It draws in more people outside of the franchise that might not otherwise have considered it accordingly. I do know of at least one person that won't play it because of the word assassin. So I mean, everybody's different. And gamers alike have their particular acuities when it comes to choosing how they play their game. I'm no different than you are, and my opinions don't necessarily line up with yours. I can only apologize and tell you that they are what they are. So this is an introduction to Odyssey, not to be confused with Origins, which I did earlier. This, along with Origins and Valhalla, will offer a Discovery Tour. That is a great thing for educators, or if you have somebody who wants to run around the world of any of the games without having to worry about being killed or killing, and wants to climb pyramids or climb ancient Rome or wherever they want to go. It's a great opportunity. I've done videos of that to show it. You have to buy the full game for it. But so we're going to do a new game. We are going to play a female character just to show that I enjoy carrying over my Tomb Raider experience, which is what drew me to this in the first place. Tomb Raider, obviously, having Lara Croft. For those who are diehards, we
are ready, my king.
May be annoyed by the female character play.
Tell me, the Nekis.
To each their own.
Have you ever gone fishing with your son?
No, never. A soldier's life is all I've had the honor to know.
I would have liked to have gone fishing with my son. But no. Let us meet on fate, shall we?
There is also a great soundtrack to this game that you can buy separately.
Spartans!
Well worth a listen.
Every breath that you have taken has led you to this moment. Every drop of blood, sweat, and tear, all of it has led to where you stand right now. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood! What say you, Spartans? For our sons! For our daughters! For Sparta!
Kind of reminiscent of 300, one of my favorite movies and follow-ups as well. My high school was the Spartans. We are planning a trip to Italy and Greece next year, so I got my wife the full game before I realized I could share it on Steam. And she's been running around discovery mode, exploring, learning history that she's making for a travel book. Yeah, I've been thoroughly impressed with both, in particular, Odyssey and Valhalla. I give them A+. The people that are franchise diehards apparently may disagree, but as usual, it gives you an ability to learn how to There are battles, if I remember correctly, that you can get into as small events. I have to kill off all these other guys. Or if you play this till you die, or what happens. Oh, here we go. If you're wondering, you haven't reached the point where you pick which character you're going to play yet. This is a history behind the story.
Unique Spartan! I'll bring Xerxes your head! Xerxes sends his sheep to slaughter. Come, Persian! I will bring Xerxes your head, you insolent Spartan fool! Come and get it! Your bloodline ends today, Spartan! I'll get drunk on your blood as the crows feed on your eyes! You will try, and you will fail! Xerxes is the king of kings! All will bow before him after I crush you! Come, fool! Enough talk! Time to die! My son is more a warrior than you! Once I'm done with you, king, all of Sparta's sons will be slaves for Xerxes! Sparta's sons would rather... No match for a Spartan!
The combat with each game as it goes a little different, so it takes a while to get back used to it. This isn't a true playing necessarily. It's a kind of a tutorial to get you to know how to play it.
We are betrayed, my king. Xerxes knows of the path behind the mountain. They're coming.
By dawn, you will be completely surrounded.
We are Spartans. When are we not?
Spartans. That word will mean nothing when Xerxes wipes your bloodline from the face of the...
Well,
Today was a day the Persians will never forget.
very much 300-ish in the story. I've forgotten, it's been so long since I watched this.
Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Finally. Wow, this is big, Layla. Did you really think it's the spear?
This is the one. The book was almost right on top of it. I've never been so lucky in my life.
In previous comments, I talked about how
Let's start her up.
the first two games
Are you
started
sure we
out with
trust
the
this
Animus,
thing? I
and
mean,
then got
the
you
book could
playing at
be
least.
just out of Victoria.
This drew me in because I got to see the combat
You're the
before
boss,
the Animus,
boss. I'll
which I
prep it
didn't
for
fully
you.
understand until I saw the movie. That's how out of the Assassin's Creed
Okay,
universe I
so
was.
worth noting, I've made some changes since you were last in here.
There's no keeping up with the tech industry these days.
I can crank up the simulation to maximum sensory synchronization if you're up for
Want
it.
to check out my books? Check out sellersjr.com or KiltedSwineBBQ both.com or on YouTube. So we're going to do normal.
Let's take this one step at a time.
Understood. If you're looking for something a little more intense, I can always adjust the settings for you later.
Yeah,
This
you
bit
can
will let
up
me know
and
how much
roll.
information will be fed to you during your time in the Animus.
Markers are displayed on all times in quest objection. This is the way it's meant to be, so I'm going to play it like that because I've done it. But if you want to play it, you can do it either way.
You don't need to worry about me. I've got this.
A little autonomy never killed anyone. At least, I don't think so. Just let me know if you need assistance, and I can always add the helpers back in. Listen, Layla, before you go off,
If this book is right, this spear, this story, it will change everything.
you're putting a lot of faith in a fairly unreliable source.
I like how
Historian
it
or
was
not,
presented in
that
this
guy
one
wrote
versus
about
the
magical
first game
objects
when
at
I
the will
watched
of
the
the
walkthrough.
gods.
He's not Homer. Herodotus was the first
That's me.
recorded historian, so there's a lot more truth in that text than you think. I mean, what better way is there of finding Isu artifacts than by trusting in the guy who claimed to meet an actual descendant?
I know, but
I need you to trust me. You could be right. This spear, this book, it could all be crap. But something tells me it isn't, and I'm certainly not gonna let Abstergo find out first.
you're right. We haven't got much to lose anyway. There's just one small problem.
What is it?
This manuscript is in rough condition, to say the least. The DNA found on the spear has identified two different individuals. You're gonna have to pick which strand of DNA to pursue. The choice is yours.
We're gonna do Cassandra.
She'll help us find what we're looking for. I have a good feeling about this.
All right, boss. We're finally good to go. 431 BCE, here we come!
The start of Peloponnesian War.
Good luck in there. No pressure or anything, but we're all depending on you.
Abstergo isn't gonna win this time. If what the book says is true and we do actually find the artifact,
Check out my
the
books.
assassins
So
will
is Jane
finally have a
Cup
chance to rise again.
or
You
Amazon.
can do it!
Oh, and Victoria? Read the book. It holds the secrets I won't be able to find on my own when I'm in there.
Please
Aye, aye,
consider
Captain.
subscribing, like the videos, set the bell accordingly. They all have the standard where you go through the hints. When you see that little square thing over on the left, that means it's saving your progress. Iconic bird. Again, the music is beautiful in this game. The album is worth getting to listen to. Beautiful scenery. Love this game. And Valhalla. Assassins are what you make of them and how you play them, to each their own. There is naval battles, and people who are big into the franchise try to say it's kind of a Black Flag-ish in it. I guess it would be, but it's kind of fun as part of the game. I found it a little bit annoying, but I got used to it and actually enjoy it. I will already have some gear I've purchased from the store for this game, so when we get going I can gear her out.
Face! Get down here! Cyclops got a message for you.
Tell your boss he can stick it.
That's for last week!
Malaka!
The Cyclops said you like to act tough, so act tough!
Get a little closer, and I will.
You should know by now. The Cyclops always collects his debts. You have a lesson to learn.
If the Cyclops wants to teach me, tell him to come here himself.
Never mess with the Cyclops!
Dude, I've played this game before. Don't mess with Cassandra.
Last week? This shit happens every week. I can't keep doing this. Nah. Thanks for the warning. Oh. What happened to you?
There is a situation where you can let one of them live.
All
I've
taken
done
care
it
of now.
just to watch it.
Cyclops again, huh? Hasn't he learned his lesson yet?
Apparently not. Of course. Help yourself.
You hungry too, Icarus? Do you think Zeus would bless me with an ego like he blessed you, Cassandra? Maybe you could ask him for me.
And so you get choices to be nice or kind. And it will kind of change how the paths go with stuff.
So, what are you doing here? Oh, I almost forgot. Marcos is looking for you.
What does that weasel want now?
Don't know. He wants you to meet him at his new house. On his vineyard.
What? A vineyard? Malaka.
It's on the road to Sami. He says wine will make him rich.
You can go along and ask his questions.
Since when has he had a vineyard?
Yesterday, I think.
Give the voice player some credit here.
Marcos, who owes me drachmi, is buying vineyards. With what money?
I don't know.
Where can I find Marcus's new, beautiful estate?
You know the statue of Zeus on Mount Ainos? It's south of that.
Well, I guess I owe Marcos a little visit. Thank you, Phoebe.
I'll go tell Marcos you're coming.
Oh, they aren't dead. My bad.
My head.
This explains the choices. You can make your choice to be combat, lawful, or good. And I'll choose to be.
Fun's over. Tell that one-eyed freak if he ever sends you here again, I'm gonna cut out his other eye and feed it to my bird. I'll see Marcos as soon as I'm dressed.
So this is when you get the bonuses.
Get dressed.
So I've unlocked. I have gear already.
Phoebe slept here again. Poor kid. No place to call home.
Once this is all done unlocking. When you played it as much as I have, you accumulate all that stuff you bought when you're playing. Gear I can't put on to level 5 really, but let's wait till it's all done. That's the one nice thing is once you've gone through a game and played it, you collect gear that is across all characters.
Let's get this on.
So we're going to do the inventory menu. This tells you your health and everything else going on there. Inventory. Bandit sword is about all I have. For the moment. Broken bow. We can go in here and see if there's anything. Common torso. So you get default equipment. When I hit level 5, I can put on gear that I've collected. Now you come to abilities, and this is a little bit more advanced than you saw in Origins. You can get the ability of points, unlock it, it kind of explains itself. So in this case I have 0 ability points to share at the moment, but you can see all these different areas you can go into. There's new ones that come out with different expansions. So it begins. So you can go to the map and go and set where you want to go to. You're there. I want to get to that flight point to be sure, I think. And quests, so it begins. So you're going to look on the map, and I think it's going to show you. It might be these undiscovered locations. You do the up arrow, this is your bird. You can do a torch if you want. I don't have it yet. If I had a mount, I could call it. I don't have the ability, I don't think yet. It's been a while since I played this, obviously. You get loot. This tells you, it's a standard thing, that where they're aiming from. I love the finishing moves that it shows. And you can carry.
Guess this is the vineyard. Straight ahead.
I'm not sure what that is. So now you know the vineyard. So when you go on your bird, the bird will zero in, tell you where things are. It's useful when you want to scout ahead.
There you are. Let's see what you've gotten yourself into this time, Marcos.
Boss, I keep telling you, you can't do that.
Why? It's my farm. I can plant what I want.
The grapes will die here. All of them.
You have to forget what you know about the past, my friend. Together, we will revolutionize winemaking. Believe me, you will look back on this day and... Cassandra, thank the gods! Phoebe found you in time.
About grapes.
I can still hear you! I was worried sick. The Cyclops sent his scum to find you. I think they mean you harm.
I wish you would have told me that before they hit me. But that's beside the point. You bought a vineyard, Marcos? A vineyard?
Why not? I like wine, you like wine, everybody likes wine. Everybody buys wine. Why not from me?
Because you don't know how to grow grapes or make wine?
I'm a fast learner. You grow grapes on the vine, then you get some wine.
Is that simple, is it?
You know me better than to think I don't have a plan. Marcos always has a plan.
All right. Then do you have the money you owe me?
Do I have the money I owe you? Of course, of course. Well, no, not at the moment.
Then get
You get to like Marcus.
Instantly, my friend, instantly. But maybe you should do that. There is a merchant in Sami. I'm not very good at these things, as you know.
You want me to collect my own debt?
It's just waiting for you in Sami, my friend.
Who's the merchant?
Duris. You know Duris. He's very nice.
Duris? How stupid can you get? Stop giving him money!
He always pays me back.
After I threaten him.
Exactly. Everybody benefits.
Simple
Duris
logic.
gets his money, I get my interest, and you have work. Kefalonia is wonderful, is it not?
Where can I find Duris?
In a shop in Sami, overlooking the docks. You know this, Cassandra.
Will he be there?
You mistake me for the Pythia. I couldn't possibly know.
How do you want to handle this one?
Not like you handled that olive oil business. That was too much.
I got the money.
And now we'll never get any more from him. If you kill them all, nobody benefits. Threatening them, and maybe more. Breaking things, certainly. Steal the money if you have to, but don't rob me of my customers. Unless you can't avoid it. These things happen.
He'd better have my money, Marcos. I'd hate to have to sell our vineyard.
Of course he will. Oh, after there's another matter I want to discuss with you. After.
Fine, but I'm taking a horse. It's too hot and too long a walk to go on foot.
But
think of it as interest, Marcos. Everybody benefits.
of course, my friend. You shall have your pick.
Tell me about this one.
The Skiros. You have an eye for sturdy stock, my friend. That horse can cling to mountain passes like a goat.
The one in the middle. Tell me about it.
Ah, you have picked a beauty, my friend. That horse is from Thessalonia, bred for its courage.
I like the look of the one on the right.
Ah, the Macedonian. These are bred for battle, a true warrior's horse.
I've made my choice.
Which one will it be?
That one. On the right.
Fine choice. But this particular breed has a few quirks that you might not be aware of. I wouldn't want you to take an unworthy horse.
This is the one I want.
Are you sure? Because
I'm sure, Marcos.
everybody benefits, especially you. You've chosen the great Phobos. He's never let me down.
Phobos.
Remember, meet me at the temple in Sami when you have your money from Duris. Ah, Efterpi. There's plenty of wine left to buy. Don't fret.
Not now, you fool. Phoebe's been taken. By who? Thugs of the Cyclops. Who else? Snatched her right off the main road.
Tell me where they went!
In the direction of Itimena Beach.
The beach? Can she swim?
I'll get her.
Yes, go. But don't forget about dear Duris, Cassandra.
So let's go look at. We have the horse now. Don't think I have any ability points as of yet. Or The Sparta kick is important. Or you can be a hunter. So you earn all those. Look at the map. The beach is way over there. Before we do that, I'm going to go get the flight point to show you where that is. She's way up there. You can loot as you go and getting branches from trees. There's a lot of climbing. Most all the games require it of some sort or another. So you don't have the flight points, but you know where they are. It's one of the prettier things of the game series when you go figure out how to climb a giant guy. And there could be jokes made about how you have to climb certain appendages. So if you've ever seen these huge statues, oh no, it's like to climb. Well, you can get on, get it out of your system. They don't make it easy for a lot of these flight points. So I've gotten to the point where I've climbed up this huge precipice, and then you miss a jump and you fall. And you got to do it all over again. If you have a fear of heights, it doesn't help either. And now we're going to synchronize. You can see this little island that you're on. And you get experience. So I'm going to leave that at this point for the introduction. And we will come back and do some more fun of that. For now, I'm going to shout out to my friends over at Chaotic Brewing in town here in Casson. Check out breweries in your area for similar family fun environments. And have a good one wherever this finds you. And please consider subscribing to see more videos if you don't want to get announcements. Set the bell accordingly. It's much appreciated and helps the channel.